I think I'd want Kevin Hart to play me. Just because I absolutely love him. I know it's obviously not possible because he's male and I'm female, but...
Welcome back to We Are Chelsea, the official podcast of Chelsea Women, brought to you in association with Skoda, the official car partner for Chelsea Women and proud supporters of women's sport. I'm Wallbank, and today we're joined by two Chelsea players who bring experience, leadership and plenty of personality to the squad. Our captain, Millie Bright, and goalkeeper, Becky Spencer. We'll be looking back at the start of their journeys at Chelsea, chatting about life at the club now and having some fun along the way. This is We Are Chelsea with Millie Bright and Becky Spencer.
Don't forget to subscribe.
We are good.
Thanks so much for coming. You've obviously been training this morning. I feel like you've not really stopped since pre-season. How are you both doing?
It's been a long old year for us.
Yeah.
We've been in the whole summer as well. So, yeah, we had, me and obviously Bex were in the summer doing rehab and then straight into pre-season. And then, yeah, the games just start coming thick and fast. I think from now till the end of the season, it's like go, isn't it?
Yeah, and I think this period especially is like one of the hardest ones because like, it's just like back-to-back games and you kind of just forget what day of the week is.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Yeah, I don't even know. Everyone's like, "Whoa, it's Friday." I'm like, "Is it?"
It's probably a day that ends in a Y. Who knows? What's the general vibe of the team like at the minute?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's good. Yeah, it's good. And I think because we're together like so much throughout the week and, you know, all the away games and stuff, I think it's like, you know, we've got a good culture and a good vibe within the group. And I think, yeah, it's just nice. It's like a family away from your own family. So, yeah, it's really good at the moment, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's been loads of fresh faces to the team this year as well. What's that been like helping them settle in?
They're settled in like they've always been here.
Yeah.
I think all of our signings have come straight in and, yeah, just I think really good people, like really bubbly, good characters. But it's one of those things where you come to a club like Chelsea and the expectation's so high, it's like you're straight in at the deep end that you need to perform right now, like straight to it. So it's almost like a good little icebreaker almost because there's no time to dwell, there's no time to faff around, you straight in. But yeah, everyone's settled and brought something different, which is nice.
Oh, that's really good. You guys have obviously known each other a long time. Do you remember the first time that you properly met?
I don't know the first time we actually met.
What story are you going to
This is going to be like when Harry met Sally, the Chelsea edition.
The question is, do you want a football memory or do you want a non-football memory?
I know what it is straight
We'll take
away.
them both.
Do you want the winter wonderland?
We want the winter wonderland. So
I can't actually remember the first time though.
No.
I think the first time would have been when you were at Birmingham.
yeah, obviously we've
Played against
each other, so we've always known each other. And yeah,
I was delighted when you came though.
I always used to think I'm glad I'm not an outfield player because I wouldn't want to go in a tackle with Millie. I was going, girl, stay away from her. It's not worth it. She'll have you. But no, on a serious note though, it's been nice to be on Millie's journey as well. Like obviously knowing Millie for so long and just seeing her growth and, you know, she's our leader and she's the captain and yeah, just seeing how she's changed and, you know, not just as a footballer, but as a person. And there's just so much growth within her. And it's been nice to be on that journey. Like sometimes it's been from afar, but we've always spoken, you know, here and there and we've stayed in touch. And I know if I ever need anything, then, you know, I can just rely on Mills to be there for me.
It's funny because in training when we're on the same team, like the OGs are back together. We're doing it for the OGs, let's go. There's a little running joke.
What did it feel like when you heard Becky was coming back to Chelsea?
I was delighted, I couldn't wait. It was more for the off-pitch fun. No, listen, she's an incredible person and player and I think bringing that experience, especially within our keeper unit at the minute, I think it's, you know, we've got two young keepers and I think they can learn a huge amount from Bex, but it goes back to the human side of things. I always look at the people before the player and I always look at people for what they bring off the pitch and your characteristics, being a good teammate. And yeah, Bex ticks every single box in that and she's the life and soul of us. She really is. Definitely on the dance floor.
You guys are so cute. I love it. Have you got a favourite memory either of or with each other?
Do we do winners?
There was a really visceral response to that.
Do we
Just go for it. I'm an open book.
I mean,
to some degree.
So we went to Winter Wonderland. It was a team social, right? And
should we say how many years ago it was? It makes you feel better.
Yeah, I mean, when
When
was
was
it?
it
What
that?
year was it? Because it was years ago. We don't do this type of thing now. I mean, we probably would, but
We might do a remake.
we might do a remake.
It was quite a few years ago. Let's just say that.
Yeah.
Must have been like early 20s or something.
So we're in the tube station, and obviously the escalator's there. Millie's obviously gone down the escalator, like she's gone, the side bit, instead of going down the escalator.
Well, I got a little bit impatient. I was like, Beck can race you to the bottom.
Yeah, and she slid down the middle bit. And obviously it's got them bumps, hasn't it, as you're going down. And as we've gotten down, she's obviously bumped off. And then I've looked at Millie's trousers, and she had the biggest slit. And her bum was basically out. And obviously not everyone saw her do this. And everyone the whole night was like, Mills, your bum's out, basically. Literally, there was just a big flap in the jeans. But
It was raw as well.
And her bum
Listen,
was
it
raw.
happens to the best of
I couldn't
us.
feel a thing though, to be honest. I couldn't
It was cut, and all you could just see was Mills's bum just hanging out.
Shaking it in the club.
Yeah. But we still went out and had a good time, and she didn't care less. She was like, yep, I know I've got a big slit.
I think I was getting annoyed. I was like, I'm well aware.
fine.
I'm very aware. Thank you for telling me
I'm fine.
again.
Yeah.
But the next morning was a bit painful. I think the voice notes I sent, I was like, guys, I can't sit on the toilet. It's so bad. Oh, God. It is moments like that, though, that we remember. And I think even on the tougher days, we always tell these little stories. And I think we are real people as well.
Yeah,
We're definitely real people.
Yeah.
Which I like.
and we don't care how it sounds really or how it looks and whatever. We're just being ourselves all the time, and I think
100%.
that's
Life's
probably
too short.
the best thing about it, right?
Yeah.
So,
But when we need to be, we're super professional and on the pitch, we'll do anything. But I think Christmas break, you got to enjoy yourself, and that's certainly
have a
one.
bit of
Felt like I was in the circus. I was literally like a rag doll. I got to the bottom and hit one of the little gold knobs at the bottom, and I just went boing. And I bumped off, and I was like, "Oh my god, guys, did you see that?"
Have a
And then they're
slit
like,
in
"More
the-
importantly, have you seen your bum?"
the slit
it's
in
a
the
mess.
jeans was massive. It was just like a big gaping flap at the back.
Favourite jeans then?
Oh, that was funny, man.
R.I.P.
Good
Millie
night.
Bright jeans.
I know. The night went on though. The night went on.
We still continued.
Got
You were
the
still the
scar.
last one
Still
there.
got the scar.
Yeah.
Yep, got the scar to prove it. But won't be revealing that.
It's so lovely seeing the friendship between you both, and you can tell how important it is that you need to have that friendship in football. You've got each other. Millie, you've got your T4 crew, and you're close with Rach Daly. You host a podcast together now as well. And Becky, we've seen you talk about people like Drew Spence and the bond you've had over the years. How important are those friendships, especially in a sport where things change so quickly?
Yeah, no, they're so important. I think, like you said with Drew, obviously
Bring
I
her
grew up
back.
with Drew, and she's another one of the OGs.
Bring back the
and-
originals.
Yeah.
Rosella, Jodie Brett,
Yeah.
Drew Spence.
There's just so many, and there's you wouldn't make them friends if you weren't playing football, and I think that's why we're really fortunate, because we've made lifelong friends that are like family to us, and we'll do whatever it takes to be there for that person, even if they're at a different club or if they're in a different country. We're still in contact with people, and I think it's just nice to have that kind of feel when you go into football. If I go into football, you're having a bad day, you always know that there's someone there that you can either confide in, or someone that can pick you up, or just say a silly memory or whatever it may be, or even just a little look. If we're having a bad day, I could be in the gym and I'll be like,
We just
this
know.
is a tough one, and I'll look at Mills and then I'll just burst out laughing because we're both thinking the same thing, and I'm just like, yeah, she understands exactly where I'm coming from.
We know. And I don't know where I'd be without my group of people. They've been through some of the hardest times with me, and times where other people aren't even aware of. Sometimes family aren't even aware of it, but my closest people down here, it's family away from family. Yeah. They're the ones picking you up and getting you through that next day.
And you've mentioned obviously how your family see football. What does that mean to you? What does having a close family network mean to you outside of football?
Yeah, I mean, it's massive. I think me and Millie are really family orientated, and I think for me, my family is why I play football. I'm one of 5, and 3 of my sisters all played football, so I kind of didn't have a choice. And no matter when I was younger, and there's
the family
I know,
trade.
yeah. And there's a massive age gap as well. So I'm the youngest of 5. And I think they've helped me, they've kind of nurtured me into the person and the kind of the player that I am now. And you know, just to go and chase what I wanted to chase. And they always gave me the space and the platform to do that within our family group. And it's nice to, like, you know, like today I'll be going back to the family house where my parents live, and I'll meet up with my sisters now, and it'll be nice to just talk about what they've been doing for the week, because we've been in such a tense environment all week. It's kind of nice just to hear something different for once, instead of it all being football. And like Millie said, like, sometimes family doesn't know everything, and I think there is a space for that where they don't need to know everything that's going on, because they probably wouldn't understand either. But they give me the other side to life, where it's like they talk about stuff that I wouldn't think about in this environment. So then it opens up my eyes to a different perspective. So for me, I just enjoy going back, and, you know, if they come and watch and stuff, I just know that they're always supporting. So yeah, it's just lovely to have that kind of family around, and, you know, I'm just really lucky, to be honest.
That's lovely. Being one of 5, God. Lexi once told us that her mum flew all the way to Estonia to bring her headband before a game. Have any of your families ever had to go to a length like that for you guys? My mum weren't coming to Estonia with a headband.
They haven't had to, they've just chose to.
Yeah.
I mean, I would never ask my mum to do that for a headband.
Shout out Lexi's mum.
Like, yeah, shout
Big
out.
up Lexi's mum.
Some commitment.
Yeah, I wouldn't be doing that. But no, I've never had to. I think it's just always been what my mum and dad have done, like, and what my family have done. And that's it, I've never had to ask for anything. I mean, they'd probably like me to ask for a lot more, but I don't. I stand on my own 2 feet, and I always have done. I'm kind of like I've always just taken care of myself. And, you know, as parents, they'll say, you'll never understand until you're a parent one day, no matter how old you are. Let us take care of you. And I'm like, yeah, I'm good. I can do it all myself. I guess that's just part of the person I am. But yeah, my first Champions League game, when we played Glasgow, my mum and dad drove all the way there and watched the game, drove all the way back. So I mean, it's like a 7-hour drive
crazy.
there and 7-hour back. But then again, they flew to Australia to watch the World Cup. So yeah, I guess it's just, they see it as that's what they want to do. And my mum has this thing where she's like, I'd hate if you were playing and you didn't have anyone in the crowd. That's always a thought process. I'm like, you can have a life though if you want. Like, you can just miss this game. Like, maybe you and dad can go somewhere or have some. No, we're coming to the game. Your dad's cancelled work, we're coming. I was like, okay, cool, see you there.
I think the cute thing that your parents do, you know, when they leave your messages and the
Yeah.
same message, even regardless if Millie's playing or not, it's the same message that I think she gets from her parents every week. And it's
All
so
the time.
cute. It's like, it's lovely.
My mum's is, and she uses a red heart, which I've had a debate about. I said it on my podcast. Like, stop using a red heart. She's like, I can't now, we're too far in. Like 12 years in, I've got to keep the red heart going. I was like, okay, I'll let you off. And my dad says the same thing. He's like, make sure you don't, like, be tough. And I'm literally a mini version of my dad. And then I'll be like, be careful, no silly tackles. I'm like, kind of contradicted of the person you've created. So it didn't really make sense.
No silly tackle. What a guy. Having those people around you must make it a lot easier when you're going through all those big moments and the milestones and injuries and decisions about the future. Millie, you announced your retirement from international football this summer. How important was that support network for you during that moment? Because that's huge.
Yeah, it was massive. And again, that was actually a moment which Rach Daly was probably the only person that I'd spoke to, and Bex, that I'd not really spoken to anyone else about my decision and what I was thinking. And I think it's also important that you give yourself that space on that, because family is so close to you. They're always, sometimes you get an emotional response, whereas I think that's such a big decision. I need to be like head clear. And it's one of them things where you don't just sleep on it and wake up and be like, oh yeah, I've decided I'm going to retire today. Like, it's like I don't know, it's weird. It's like a moment, but it's like a long moment. So like for the whole year before that, like little things been springing in my head, and, you know, I'd mentioned little things to you, and then I'm like, no, I'm still in, like, I'm going, like I'm still fighting, whatever, and I'm still enjoying it. And then you just get to these moments and things change in your life, and yeah, there's not one factor that comes into it. It is just a feeling. But obviously once I'd made my decision and I then told my family, and yeah, I think you get like mixed decisions as well, and opinions, because for them, they're also losing something, like everything that they've ever known, which is supporting and going to games, and they plan their whole week around my football and summers and tournaments, and then I kind of took that away from them. So yeah, I think it is a shock for them in the first place, but then I think once they digest like the reasoning and kind of my well-being and you know, why I'm doing it and the benefits that are going to come from it, then it's easier to accept. But it is a big thing for them to kind of get over. Like, it's hard, but having my people around me was like, yeah, I definitely needed them more than ever in that moment. But honestly, it's. I think once you're at peace with it yourself, like that's all that matters. No one else's opinion really matters. They can just support you and advise, but even then, I think it has to be your decision no matter what. So.
How did you feel making that announcement? Because it must have been quite some mixed feelings there, because it's been such a massive part of your career.
Yeah, no, it definitely is. But I think once you come to terms with it and once it's your decision, solely your decision, I didn't have any regrets whatsoever, and I didn't feel any type of way once I'd made that decision. Like I just knew it was right. And yeah, I think you always get little signs in life. I'm a big believer that everything happens for a reason, and there were so many signs that kept coming to me, and I was like, okay, like I'm definitely on the right tracks where I need to be in life and the direction that I'm going in. And yeah, I think for my own well-being as well, I think the summer in general, like I really took a step back from everything and just kind of hit pause, and I really needed to do that for me first and foremost as a person, not even as a player. And I think it allowed me to think a lot clearer and kind of put everything into perspective and then make that decision. But honestly, I do think when it is the right decision and you made it, I kind of felt like a weight off my shoulders that I'd done it, and kind of I could move forward then and just be like the number one fan for the Lionesses. But yeah, it's been an incredible journey and something I'm very proud of. But yeah, no regrets at all.
What an amazing career you've had, and what a great place to leave it off. We've got some questions from fans now. I'm going to apologise in advance because I don't know where we're going to go with this.
A bit excited.
Don't know where we're going with this one. If you could bring back one ex-teammate for a day, who would it be?
Gigi or Drew?
Yeah, I was going to say Drew.
You say Drew and then I'll say G and we can have them all.
Yeah.
There we go. We've got Gigi and Drew coming back. If there was a film made about the team, who would play each of you?
Oh.
Such a good question.
God damn, I'm stunned. I'm speechless for once. I think I'd want Kevin Hart to play me. Just because I absolutely love him. I know it's obviously not
Kevin
possible
Hart is
because
Millie Bright's.
he's male and I'm female, but
It is funny though.
he's
super funny.
If anyone out there can allow me to meet Kevin Hart, I would love to.
Yeah.
Right,
I've watched all his.
this is an official call out from the Chelsea Women's podcast.
Innit? Kevin, I've been calling you out for a long time, mate. Can you please either follow me back or like just introduce yourself to me, because I would love.
This is very serious.
And I'd love to see one of his stand-up. I've watched them all on Netflix.
Millie Bright needs to meet
He's
Kevin Hart.
so funny.
Please make this happen.
Yeah. Hi, I'm here. Hi, Kevin. He'd do a good job, and he would do something silly like slide down the tube station and like cut his bum like he would.
Yeah.
I know it would.
I love that bit makes it into the film.
Yeah, 100%.
Amazing international career, 300 Chelsea appearances. The bit we want is you sliding down the escalator.
Yep, exactly. Bring the life and soul of the
I'm
party.
getting images of it now. Like I can actually like really recall that slide down the escalator. Like it was.
I know
it's
my
so
whole outfit
clear
that I
in
was
my
wearing.
head.
If we see it in a Kevin Hart film, we know he's been watching the podcast.
Exactly.
We know he's a Millie Bright fan.
Who's playing you?
I think I would choose someone like, do you know like Meredith Grey from Grey's Anatomy?
Yeah.
Because she's got her funny side, she's got a little romantic side to her, she's got a
Nice.
serious side to
I
her.
love that.
I feel like she's a bit of an all-rounder, so I think I'd go for a
That's
Meredith.
nice.
What a
and I do
spectrum
wanna-
of casting. Kevin Hart and Ellen Pompeo.
Kevin Hart, bam, in your face. What you see is what you get. That's literally me. That's
That
the
is
perfect
you.
match.
Yeah.
I'm here for it.
I just have to get him a wig and
Get one of them wigs out of the changing room.
I've just got such a perfect mental image of him in the Chelsea Women's
See,
kit
it's a
now.
real good fit, isn't it? Like, you can
just
already
like
see
knee
it.
sliding across the
You
pitch.
can
I
see
love
it.
that for him. Who's the first to reply to a text out of the two of you?
We're both pretty good, aren't
We're
we?
good because we actually had a little joke yesterday, didn't we?
Yeah. I
Our
think
group
we
is
do.
terrible at replying to the group chat. It's the deadest group chat I've ever been a
But
part of.
also, aren't
It
group
really is.
chats the devil?
Tumbleweed.
Like, aren't they the worst thing to ever happen to human beings?
It's nervous though. It's nervy when you put a
I don't know,
message
some
in
of
a
my
group,
personal
innit?
group chats are pretty decent. To
Every time I get added into a WhatsApp chat that's a hen party, a little part of me dies.
Yeah, but you just mute it. Mute the ones that you don't want pinging on your phone.
Oh, I think I've got every group chat bar. Like, I think sorry, Mum, I've even got my family group chat muted because I just don't need
that one
that.
pinned.
That
That's
is
pinned at the top of
brutal.
my WhatsApp.
That
Oh,
is
now you're gonna make me look
brutal.
bad.
Yeah, I even sent some
Oh.
karaoke videos this morning on my way in.
That is brutal. That is.
Yeah, I think we're pretty good at
Yeah,
replying, to be
we are
honest. I
good,
think
yeah.
it's the rest of the team you need to question on that.
It could be.
We'll
yeah.
pull them up on it.
Yeah, reply in the damn chat.
We'll make it a podcast exclusive. Every time they
Yes.
come on, we're like, what's your reply time? We'll test you right now.
Yeah, exactly.
It
We
could
love
be about
that.
something exciting as well. Like we could be planning like a little.
We could be planning a little get together and
Get-together
a little
and-
slide down the tube, and
Could
you
be
don't
announcing
want to be a
Kevin
part
Hart
of it.
playing you in a film.
Exactly.
Do you remember? Sorry, I've just got a little story now. Do you remember when we was planning that night out at the end of the season last year? And obviously Millie was like, right, let's sort this night out
Yeah.
because obviously we've won the league now, blah, blah, blah. So Millie was like, right, I don't think many people are going to reply. All of a sudden,
Ping,
on
ping,
the
ping.
poll, it started going up and up. Millie was like, yeah, book a table for 10 because that's probably the amount
And then I
that's going to come.
kept texting us like, yeah, it's another 5, so that's 15.
And then all of a sudden, everyone was pressing yes, yes, yes. And I was
we still had to
thinking,
squeeze a few more in.
yeah. And then in the end, I think there was about 30 of us
Yeah.
out.
That sounds like a good night out, to be
But
fair.
that's the only time they've responded very, very quickly.
Public service announcement to the Chelsea women's team. Reply to the damn chat.
Yeah, not just the party ones, but the important messages as well that I actually need to give information back on. Thank you.
If there was a team quiz night, who would you want on your team and why?
Okay. I think I know who I'd want. Neve.
Yeah, she's very smart.
Neve's smart.
Very.
Brains
Yeah.
of the team.
See, she's going logical. I'm going like enjoyment.
Vibes.
So like Sam.
I like it.
Pure like we're just there to have a good time.
Yeah.
Don't care if we lose, to be honest.
Coming up with like the
Not
most
the-
ridiculous
Yeah, not the
innuendo
brightest
quiz
in the books
name.
anyway, so I'm not there to win the
Yeah,
quiz.
I mean, I'm not
there
going to
for a
win,
good
but
time.
I'd need someone to lift my side up and I
Yeah.
can win a bag of
You
peanuts
need
at the end of
someone
it.
to
Yeah.
carry the team.
Yeah, you have Neve. You would win. I would not win. Maybe I would. Oh, Sam's not really up there against Neve. We're having a good time though.
That's all that matters.
Exactly.
It's the taking part that
Exactly.
counts. If you two had to swap positions for a game, how do you think that'd go?
You'd be right in goal.
You'd be fine at centre back, just balling.
Just don't want to head. I wouldn't header it though.
That's fine. Just duck and I'll be there.
Yeah.
Sweep
Be,
the
I think
keeper.
we'd be
Yeah, I
right,
think we'd be good.
actually. Yeah, we wouldn't be
Teamwork
bad.
makes the dream work.
Well, that's on you if we can do it in training one day.
Who from the team has impressed you the most so far this season? That's a good question.
Really good question.
I'm gonna go Ellie,
Yeah.
just because I think to come into like such a big team, and like she for me has been like one of our best players, like consistently every single game, and to step into that role and yeah, to just kind of grab it and be like, I'm here to play and I'm here to perform, and a passion, and to have that much passion for a team that you've just moved to as well, I think it shows like a mentality, kind of her characteristics and the player that she is and her mentality to win. Yeah, I think she's been outstanding, and I think even in training she's the one pushing and driving, and having another player like that I think is really helpful.
That's really cool. Oh, what are you most looking forward to about Christmas this year? Are you really into Christmas?
Yes, my decoration's going up next week.
I'm not.
That's early, man.
No, it's not.
That's
Why
so
is it?
early. It's 12
Halloween's
days of
done.
Christmas, not 12 months.
No, Halloween's done, bonfire night's done. Why are you being so depressive? Get your lights up. Every time you walk in, you see your tree, you've got nice dim lights, your little candles on, and you just feel Christmassy, and then everyone's smiling and happy.
That's so early.
It's doom and gloom season.
I'm
Why?
the opposite. I'm a bit of a Scrooge. I don't.
No,
I'm not.
Yeah.
No,
I'm on-
and my tree is not coming down until second week in January. I'm leaving it up.
Second week in January.
Yes, leave it up. What are you rushing down for?
That would give me the ick if I kept walking into that tree every day.
Oh no, mine's down like December 27th. It's
It's
down.
still December.
It is, yeah, but like Christmas is done, isn't it?
Freaking heck. Festive spirit and all that.
I'm not even putting a tree up. I don't think. guys.
Becky Spencer, you will be able to put it up for you.
I'm not putting a tree up. I don't think.
I get new baubles every single year. I change my whole colour scheme.
No.
What's the colour scheme for this year? Fill me in. Green.
Green's my favourite colour.
What sort of green are we going?
Different shades green.
Oh.
You'll see, don't worry, I'll be posting about
Yeah,
it.
I need to see it.
Yeah, I will.
I really feel like I need some
I'll
tree
do a little
inspiration.
vlog. I might do a vlog, actually.
Yeah, go on.
Maybe
Two
I
Baileys
actually
on
need
the
to
way.
try this year.
My Baileys are not chocolate, doing my Christmas decorations. Perfect.
This podcast is brought to you by Skoda, the official car partner of Chelsea Women and proud supporter of women's sport. It's football season, it's time for after-work training, muddy boots and early morning weekend games. Whether you play a five-a-side after work, cheer the kids on from the sidelines on a Saturday morning, or gather with your mates to watch the big leagues every weekend, Skoda's the perfect companion for your everyday adventures. Skip around town in your all-electric Enyaq, or give the squad a lift home in the 7-seater Kodiaq. There's something in the range to suit teams of all shapes and sizes. Don't just take my word for it though. Search the Skoda range today to jump in and see for yourself. Millie, recently you've reached a huge milestone. You've had 300 appearances for Chelsea. That's such an incredible number. When you think back to the player you were when you first arrived, what's changed the most for you?
Not your bun.
The bun's still bunning.
Ariana keeps the ponytail. Why would Millie Bright get rid of the bun?
Exactly. No, thank you. I think people are like, who's that? Who's the new signing? No, it's just me. What's changed? I think a lot's changed. I think me individually, I've obviously grown as a person, as a player. I think I've calmed down. I think when I first came, Emma always used to describe me as she was like, just stop and stand still. I was like Dennis the Menace. I was just like charging around and I had so much energy, and like Bex can probably remember those days as well. So yeah, I think I've definitely, as you get older and more experienced and mature anyway, but I'd say, yeah, just finding my feet as a person, but as a player as well.
Do you have a favourite game or like one that stands out to you in your time at Chelsea?
I'd probably say when we did 5 in a row, the last 2 games where we did something that no one expected us to do. So I think lifting it at, when we beat Man U at Old Trafford, I think it was 6-0, weren't it? 6-0? That's when we lifted the trophy.
Yeah,
that was Emma's last game. I think that's one of my favourite games. Just doing it in a stadium like that, and yeah, doing something that no one thought we could do really. But listen, there's so many games, there's so many trophy lifts and crazy moments. I can't. That just one that stands out recently, just because it was such an important win. I think ending the season on like the biggest high, like having an 8-0 win and then a 6-0 win in the last 2 games to win the league was crazy. And I think being able to send staff members off with the trophy that they deserved and kind of ending on a high and kind of closing that chapter was really, really special.
Yeah, and women's football in general has had so much of a growth in the period that you've been at Chelsea. What's that like to watch as a player for the both of you?
I mean, I just remember like the spectators and the fans. Like we used to play and turn up, and we kind of, there was only like maybe I'd say about 100.
Yeah, a couple of hundred max.
And I think now like we're filling out stadiums, and there's just such a big buzz and a big hype around it, and people really enjoy coming to watch. And I think, you know, women's football, we bring something different, and you know, obviously we speak to the fans after games, and we give as much as we can to the fans, and I think that's something that's quite special and unique within our game, and something that we can hopefully that stays around, just that interaction piece with fans. And I don't know, we are accessible at times, and you know, obviously there's a boundary, but I think that's what has brought the crowds in, and obviously like the Lioness is doing so well, and you know, numerous World Cups that have been like fantastic spectacles and stuff like that. So I think it's been amazing, hasn't it, really? Like, to see the growth of the game.
I was looking back to games when we played at Staines, and there was literally like 200 fans. And as a player, like I remember whenever we played there, I got around every single fan. Like I did every single autograph, every single photo, whatever they wanted, because it was so close knit and there weren't that many. Like, and I think that's what Bex is saying, the relationship with the fans is, because we come from a place of that, it was so easy to do every single signature and photograph and whatever else, or just have a conversation. Like it'd be little kids like, what was your favourite game? Like, or whatever they might be asking. I think taking that time built something that's completely different to any other sport, and it separates us from the men's game and makes us different. And I think that is what is unique about the women's game, and I don't think we should ever lose that. But I just think, just adding on to Bex's point, now there's like thousands of fans and we're selling out. It is impossible to get around all the fans. So I think it's now more of if you do get a photo or a signature, it becomes like a luxury now, even more of a luxury than it was before, because there's so many. It's like you're like then the chosen one at the game. Like, oh my God, I managed to get a signature, like nothing's. And now we're under strict, like we get 10 minutes after games to sign and do pictures, and then we have to go in. So now the game's getting it's become more and more professional, more demanding. We're straight in, protein shakes, recovery, showered. Then we have a timer to get on the bus, don't we?
Yeah.
So it's like all these things that the fans don't understand. It's not because we don't want to. It's just because the game's moving so quickly and to the level that we want it to go to. It's impossible to have the days where we could do every single signature. So I think the other side of it is it's exciting as a fan. If you do get chosen and you're lucky enough to get a signature, it becomes extra special. So I think it's looking at it in that light rather than, oh, I didn't get a signature or she didn't take time. Like, we just don't have that time anymore. And yeah, I'd love it if I could get a robot to just go around and sign all the signatures and everyone gets what they want and everyone's happy. But yeah, I'm sure soon there'll be robots flying around all over the place. So yeah,
they'll be playing.
Exactly. We'll be out of a job. But yeah, I think the community feel is something that I've always loved about the women's game, like always. And I think you've grown with the fans. Like, there's fans from back in the Staines days that are still coming now, and they almost see you grow as a player and a person as well. So it's like special for them. So yeah, it does separate us from anything else.
It must be really special for the fans to be a part of, because the community spirit in women's football is so strong and they've been so integral to making it where it is at the moment. Becky, you joined Chelsea for the first time a couple of years after Millie. You'd already had a decade in the game by then. What was that journey like for you?
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty similar, I think, because I started at such a young age. Like, obviously, I made my debut for Arsenal at 14. So when you're
so young.
I were in a field with a white lightning at 14.
14, I'm probably still riding my skateboard, to be honest.
So I've had to kind of grow up really quickly. And it was like, I never really got that kind of, it was straight into almost professional football. And, back then people weren't getting paid to play. Like, we were doing it for the love of the game and we were playing. And, I had a job. I had to work in the laundry at Arsenal because that was the only thing that I could do at the same time as playing. And, I think it's just pretty similar. I think you go from having, just like minimal fans to then having a lot of fans. And like Millie said, you grow with the fans. They get to know your journey and you kind of see the same faces over and over. And it's quite nice. And the thing that I've seen recently with the fans is they've got like the supporter groups. And sometimes you could be scrolling on Instagram and you can see them like meeting up with other teams' fans as well. And I think that's quite nice. Like, it's a nice like experience for them to have. Like, if there's an away game, I think they meet at a pub or whatever, have drinks.
Get a coach, don't they?
Get a coach down, and it's like a whole day event. And obviously, they're spending their hard-earned money to come and watch us play, which is so appreciated by us. So I think that's another part of it. Like, it's just nice to see, and there's plenty of kids that come and watch, and they've also got a pathway as well. And it's nice to have been a part of building that pathway for the kids to come through.
Yeah, because you guys are really laying the foundation for the next generation of women's football. And there's kids now that in 10, 15 years' time, they're going to be part of the Lionesses. What is that feeling like for you guys, knowing that these kids that are looking up to you they're gonna talk about you in interviews at some point in the future?
They'll probably say we're annoying. She's constantly telling me to do this. I was like, guys, it's tough love. You'll learn one day, believe me. Like, I feel like a parent without giving birth. Like, that's what I feel like at times. But yeah, I think it's sometimes one of them moments where they might not see it now or understand it now, but when they get to where we're sat and kind of what we've been through, they'll understand it a little bit more then. And it's lessons. Like, I've always said, everyone has a responsibility to leave the shirt in a better place, like change the game. The women's game has always been a growing, like, it just keeps this momentum and we keep going and pushing and wanting more, and the ceiling's as high as we want it to be honest. And I think that is the beauty of the game that we get to play and, lucky enough to call our jobs. But yeah, it's amazing to know that, like Beck said, I think been a part of something and been a part of a legacy that you'll one day leave and it'll go on to the next generation and so on. I think being a part of that and being able to sit back, like, I'm like super proud of Ags, like just sitting back and seeing her grow, and now she's in, the Lionesses and she's shining for them and shining for Chelsea. And I think knowing that you've been a part of their journey, you've helped them, I think that's like a really proud thing to do. And yeah, I mean, one day when we're sat on our sofas in years to come, sitting back, relaxing and watching the kids shine, like, yeah, she's one of ours.
And I think as well for us, I think, you know, it's not all just about football. I think as people, like we've always, you know what I mean, like fighted for different causes and wanted to be the best people we could be. And I think in football, it's important that the human element is still there, you know. Well, obviously, once we're retired and we're finished, the game's going to be a lot further on than it is now. And I just hope that, you know, the kids coming through actually see us for people and not just footballers. Like I want them to see that we're actually like good humans and, you know, we all look after each other. And I hope that kind of stays within the game because it's so important.
We're getting really deep today on the podcast. I like it.
But we didn't start that way.
We did. I think we went really seriously from like mega giggles to we want everybody to know we're lovely people.
Now and again.
I love it. You guys have been such a big part of Chelsea's transformation. What do you think's been the biggest shift within the club?
A lot.
I mean, so much has changed.
Yeah.
You know, even down to like facilities. It's probably one of the main things that has...
Yeah, I think the physical things is the facilities that we now have. But I kind of like that we've won so much without having everything.
Yeah.
Because I think, again, it's a reminder to the next generation, you don't need everything to win. You don't need everything to be the best. I think it goes back to that team, being good people, looking after each other. I mean, we used to train in that little shed. That used to be our gym. There'd be like 22 room. Players in where the kitmen are now, that was literally our gym.
Oh my God.
And we won trophy after trophy in that little thing. And like, I kind of like that we've come from that and we've won with that.
Almost having, obviously we had stuff, but not, it's coming from literally like, we're building it from the bottom upwards.
Literally nothing.
And we're in the shed lifting weights and whatever, like we couldn't even.
You have to get your raincoat on, get outside if you need more space. Like but I like that. But then on the flip side, like we've always been in a position where we've been successful, so we've pushed and we've demanded more, but whilst winning at the same time. Whereas I really like that, and I think it keeps you grounded. I think it keeps you humble, and you've always got to keep 2 feet on the ground no matter how successful you are. But I think the mentality of the club as well on a bigger piece is that the women's team been seen sometimes first before the men's. I think that's changed. I think you come from. I do think as well, and I've said this in an interview, people are always so scared to say where you've come from. Like, as a club, we did come from a place where it was men, academy, women. That's how it felt when I first came, the order was. And it takes time, and that's something that Emma and her staff kind of built, and she fought for us so much, and she completely shaped the club and made it so that it was Chelsea and the men and women were there, and then it was the academy and so on and so on. So she completely leveled the scales, and I think sometimes we're afraid to say that that's where we come from, but if you don't state where you came from, then you don't know the growth.
No one's going to know.
Like, it's not a bad thing. It's just that's how you evolve. That's how things develop and grow, and you have to admit where you were and now where you've got to.
Yeah.
So I do think it's a mentality on a bigger piece as a club, and the women been at the front of things, and you know there'll be some things the men lead on, then we might take a lead on an advert, or just for an example. I don't think it's always like. It just, the scales sometimes flip, and that's fine.
And I think it's
normal.
And obviously it's like we've been leaders in that as well. So like other clubs, we know that have been going through that they went through a similar time as well. So to kind of lead the way with that is something that's really important, just to show, you know, the rest of the clubs in our league and stuff, like this is the way that things should be. So then it also gives, you know, other teams and staff in other clubs, encourages them to push on, and then it makes it more, you know, the league more exciting, and it makes it more, you know, competitive.
So we're going to move on to a segment called Whistleblower. I'm going to give you guys the chance to be the referee and give people red and yellow cards on people's lives. The fans have sent in some scenarios. Basically, this is your chance.
Did they really want me to do
be
this?
as judgmental as possible. So our first scenario is, my best friend hates surprises and has said that she wants to chill on her birthday this year, but her girlfriend is planning a massive surprise party. Do I warn her, or do I stay out of it completely? This is my worst nightmare.
Stay out of it.
I think so. It's not our problem, is it?
Nothing to do with you, love.
Stay out of it, yeah.
Stay out of it. You don't want to be getting in that drama.
Bury your head in the sand. Bunker down.
And also, birthdays, you are meant to get surprises. I love doing surprises. You should celebrate every birthday. It's another year to be grateful for.
That's
There we
way more
go.
wholesome than I was expecting.
Well, I could have said a lot more.
You could.
Life's too short, isn't it?
Life's too short. Enjoy your damn birthday.
Yeah.
Life's too short. Just accept the surprise and jog on.
Exactly. It'd be great if
got no
someone's
choice.
willing to give you a surprise.
She'll have
That's
no
a nice
choice once she
Have
arrives.
a lovely birthday.
And just stay out of it. Stay out of it.
Oh, second scenario. My housemate borrowed my toothbrush whilst hers was charging. Am I being dramatic or is that really gross? That's gross.
Red card.
That is
That
an
is absolutely
absolute-
disgusting.
That's like a
Gross.
3-game ban. That's disgusting.
I'd rather go without brushing my teeth than use someone else's toothbrush. That is
toothbrush.
vile.
That is gross.
Do people not do that thing anymore that they used to do at sleepovers where you just use your finger and a bit of toothpaste?
Yeah, stick a bit of mouthwash in there. Worst
Yeah.
case scenario.
A bit of chewing gum.
Or go to the shop and get a toothbrush and come back and brush your teeth.
It's just a bit grim, isn't it?
is
Using
gross.
someone else, if anyone else did that,
I'll
you'd be
be
out of my
fuming.
life.
I'd
for
actually
good.
be fuming.
I'd actually cancel you out of my life. I'll block and delete.
I'd actually be
Block and
fuming.
delete.
Yeah.
That's my. You like
You'll
my
be
block and
fuming.
delete trait.
Yeah,
I love
that.
it.
Instant ghost. I like
Yeah,
it.
see ya.
Final scenario. My best friend's baby has recently celebrated their first birthday, a milestone I had completely forgotten about until my friend messaged me, thanking me for the extremely thoughtful gift, which clearly was a mix-up. I have no idea what the thoughtful gift might be, but do I just take credit and say, you're welcome, at risk of being found out down the line, or do I come clean and admit that I completely forgot about the 1-year-old?
Darling, you need to come clean because she's already aware of it.
Yeah. She's got.
That is not a
The
genuine.
spidey senses are tingling.
That is not a genuine message of thank you. That is
No.
you messed up.
That's passive aggression.
Passive aggressive. Like
She's
you,
got to be honest and come clean with that one.
and you better be going and getting several
Yeah.
gifts. Book the Disney trip while you're at it. To be honest, you got
And Lapland for Christmas as well.
Lapland,
whilst we're at it.
Legoland whilst we're at it. Disney.
To sue the law.
I think
She's
you need
gonna have to
You're gonna have to
do the most now.
Get your overnight shifts in, love, because you're gonna need to pull something big out of the back.
Overnight shifts in.
You're gonna. That's really bad though.
That is terrible.
That's that's not the most ideal scenario ever, is it?
Because I'd see it as like my best friend's little ones. Like I'm their auntie. I'm not just your best friend. Like that's my niece or nephew. That's how I view it. And I would never. I don't forget anyone's birthdays anyway.
How guilty would you feel though? Oh,
Do you
But then
spoil
if
your
you're
nieces and
thinking of
nephews?
playing
Sleep
it
at
down
night.
and just being like, yeah, no worries. No. If you want your best friend still, I'd suggest you make up for it.
yeah.
Do you spoil your nieces and nephews anyway?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And they know it.
Are you the favourite auntie?
Yes.
Yeah.
If they don't get it, they're like, oh, let's just ring Auntie Millie. I get a list. Can I have a dirt bike for Christmas? That's freaking heck. I'll be wanting a real life tractor, not a plastic one. He was like, I want a tractor.
Well, I hope they don't still ask you when they're old enough to drive because that's going to be one expensive.
Yeah, because you can drive a tractor legally
Oh,
from 16.
I'm the sucker that gets them everything. So they are spoilt, but I love them.
Looking ahead to the rest of the season, what are you most excited about for the season ahead?
Just the games.
Yeah.
I think the games are so competitive now and like they're so hard. And I think even still early on in the season, we're seeing like fixtures and results that people don't expect. So I think it makes it really interesting in the league. And I think this one will be the closest out of any. I think teams are already like chopping and changing positions. So I'm just excited for the challenge of the games. And like the level that it's at now is so hard.
Is there any personal goals that you've set for yourselves, either on or off the pitch?
Yeah. I mean, I think for me, like obviously at my age now, I'm kind of, I want to say coming towards the end of my career. I think I'm just focusing on more how to change the game a little bit more, not just in football, but women's sport, in different cultures as well. Obviously I play for Jamaica, so just trying to make change in that country too. So I think for me, like I'm focusing a lot on, helping environments and even the Chelsea environment, just wanting to be, a person that can help shape what's next. Like we always say, we want to leave the place in a better place than it was. So for me, that's kind of my goal.
I don't really do personal ones. I guess just to be available, keep winning, keep helping the kids, make sure the next generation are, understanding what's to come and how to be a Chelsea player and what that looks like and how to stay at the top. Getting there is hard, but staying at the top is even harder. But I think just to be the best for the team and to, keep the winning legacy going.
And after such a historic season, how do you go into this one knowing that there's a lot of pressure and quite high expectation for you guys?
It's the same as any other season, isn't
Yeah.
it? I think the target just gets bigger and bigger on our backs, but I think that's the privilege of playing for one of the biggest clubs in the world, and the kind of history that we've created for ourselves, I think naturally that comes with being a Chelsea player. So if anything, you relish it and just thrive in that environment. So I think as long as we keep doing the daily things, make training difficult for each other, keep it competitive, keep pushing, as long as we don't stand still, like, you're always going to keep evolving. But I think that's part and parcel of being a Chelsea player, and you're always going to have a target on your back when you keep annoying the rest of the world by winning.
Well, thank you guys so much for taking the time to chat. It's honestly been so much fun, and enjoy the rest of your season.
Thank you.
Yeah.
We'll be back soon. Come back after Christmas, I'll have another story for you.
Thank you for listening to We Are Chelsea, the official podcast of Chelsea Women, brought to you in association with Skoda, the official car partner for Chelsea Women and proud supporters of women's sport. Remember, if you want to get involved with the podcast this season, send us your whistleblower stories to our email, wearechelsea@chelseafc.com, and make sure to comment on our YouTube video as well.